The paintball sport population has been increasing over the years. But what is paintball? Ivan reporter Brian Aviles takes us to Hollywood Sports Park to find out more about this exciting sport and the history on how this sport began.
Ivan went to check out Hollywood Sports Paintball Park and found out what the sport of paintball is all about.
Generally, the sport it's a very competitive sport that involves two opposing teams or two opposing players whose object is to either have a mission-based objective, such as, say, capture the flag or center flag, or you could run into more tournament-type style games, which is much more fast-paced, or even scenario games. But the object, of course, is to complete your objective or to eliminate your opponent. It involves the use of what we call a paintball marker that shoots a paintball. And paintball is about the size, a little bit bigger than a marble.
General Manager John Aspirin talks about some of the safety precautions when playing paintball.
One of the most important aspects of paintball that you'll find anywhere, not just here at Hollywood Sports Park, but anywhere you go, is the use of safety goggles. All customers or all players that are playing paintball are required to use safety goggles to protect their face, protect mainly their eyes and their ears. Another item that you want to keep in mind when playing paintball is to wear, of course, protective gear. You want to make sure that you have, an extra layer of clothing.
He also gives us some insight on the history of paintball and how this sport evolved.
Back in the 70s, they used to use paintball guns to mark livestock or trees. Back in the early 80s, at about 1981, three friends from the Nelson Company played their first recreational game. The funniest thing is that they did not have any protective equipment that you see today that's being used at paintball parks. They just had their paintball markers in hand and went out into a 100-acre yard field and played an elimination game. And throughout the years, it developed into more of a competitive sport.
Aspirin tells us what kind of paintball scenario games you can play here at Hollywood Sports Park.
Generally with scenario games, you are offered a mission objective in which the opposing teams are given a mission to complete within a certain time frame. And basically the players could have a whole lot of fun with it. They could either, have anything from real-based type scenario games or fantasy-based scenario games.
So if you're looking for a fun and safe sport to try out, put paintball on your checklist. For Inland Valley News, this is Brian Aviles. Back to you.
Wow, that looks exciting, don't you guys think?
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, that's going to do it for this edition